Hi everyone. Let's do our application problem for today. So you need your blue spine learn book. And when I open up, I have this lesson 5 template on top. I'm going to rip this one out. Oops, that was a bad rip. Make sure to hold down the corners. Oops. Okay. And let's save this in case we need it later. I'm going to put it in my math folder. All right, we are getting started on lesson 6 application problem. You'll know it's that because you'll read it up at the top. And for me, and hopefully for you also, it's on page 41. So remember, we're going to do 3 steps. First we read, then we draw, then we write. Read, draw, write. Let's read the question. Miss Meyer measured the edge of her dining table to the 100th of a meter. The table measured 32.15 meters. Write her measurement in word form, unit form, and expanded form using fractions and decimals. So I'm going to circle and because I think that's important. I might forget that I have to do it 2 different ways. Notice there's no question mark on here. Instead, it's a task. So they're saying, write, what do we have to write? The measurement in word form. I'm just going to write word, unit form, and expanded form. But remember, expand form has to be 2 different ways. So there's going to be a fraction and a decimal. I'm just going to make note of that down here so I don't forget. So I just wrote fract and deci. Fraction, decimal. This one's a little funny because we don't have to draw too much, but I think it might be helpful to have a place value chart. So if you want to draw it out here, or if you have your place value chart whiteboard, you can also do that here. All right, we talked about this yesterday, so I think you could get started in solving. I just want to talk really quick about the difference between word form and unit form. So in this case, word form is just going to be how you say it. Unit form is going to be saying what number in which unit. So for instance, I'll get you started. You're going to have some number of tens, some number of ones, and then there's going to be some more after that. So tell me what numbers and where they are. Again, for the number 3.2.15. Pause now, see if you can get solving. Okay, let's check our work. I purposely never said the correct name of this because I didn't want to give it away. So the word form of this, if you write it out on your place value chart, it would look like this: 3.2.15. So again, if there's anything before the decimal, just write that out. What is that number? A 3 and a 2. It is 32. Write it out. 32. It's okay if you didn't spell it correctly. That's all right. 32. Just try your best. Then, after my 32, comes my decimal. What is that word that we use to describe the decimal? And. Did you remember that? So far we have 32 and. Now for our decimals, we say what number it is and how far it goes. So a 1 and a 5, how do we say that number? 15. Now we just say, where is that 15? So that last number, what place value does it go to? It goes to the hundredths. This one I should be able to spell correctly because it's written there for me. Hundredths. So again, this number is 32 and 15 hundredths. All right, I got you started on the unit form. Looking here, I already told you you have some tens. How many? 3 tens, 2 ones. What's my next digit? 1 tenth and 5 hundredths. There we go. So I have 3 tenths, 2 ones, 1 tenth, and 5 hundredths. All right, our expanded form. So remember, this is where we say what number and where is it, but in parentheses being multiplied by each other. So let's check your work. Our first digit is a 3. Where is it? It's in the tens place. Then our second number, so I'm adding a plus sign. Our second number is a 2. And where was it? In the ones place. Kind of like what we have written up top here. Then we have a 1, and it's written in the tenths. I'm doing my fraction one first. So 1 tenth would look like this. 1 over 10. That is 1 tenth. Last one, we have a 5. Where is it? It's in the hundredth. It is 1 hundredth. 1 over 100. The decimal one, I can steal a lot of this. The only things I need to change are my 2 fractions here. I need to show instead what 1 tenth looks like as a decimal and what 100th looks like as a decimal. So I'm going to copy down this 3 times 10 plus 2 times 1 plus, now I have 1 times, how can I write 1 tenth? There's my 10th place. I have 1 tenth. There we go. That's how I do it. 1 in the 10th place is a decimal 1. Now the last part. Now I have to show 100th. Here is my 100th column. I'm saying I have 1 hundredth. Just need my decimal and a placeholder for that empty space between the digit and the decimal. So 100th is decimal 0, 1. And of course you can add a 0 in front of the decimal if you want also. How'd you do? I hope you did all right. Make sure you can take this out and put it inside of your math folder to keep for later. There is nothing due today. You do not need to turn anything in. I'm just really proud that you got through the videos and that you're doing your fluency because it really is important. It's going to help you in the long run. Great job, everybody.